Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only, master of propaganda, your lord and master of King of Kings, off here to a 1v1 on, you guess it is, Amilly Fields in the north, it is Iroha fighting for the Oberkommandwest, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 7th Panzer Division, the Ghost Division, with the Grand Offensive, Overwatch, and Elite Armored, Triple Infantries in the south, it is Ghost, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union. Big bushy mustaches, fighting here for the Red Army, obviously again, just so that blah. Anyways, taking on the role here of the 11th Mechanized Corps with Guard Motor, Soviet Combined Arms, and Guard Rifle, with anti-tank grenade, anti-tank gun, and mine bulletins. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my paid supporters, these champions, these heroes of the Propagandacast. You too can join their illustrious ranks by pledging on Patreon, or you can donate via PayPal. Always no comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. So a full-screen Kubang study for Iroha. I've been cleaning up for a bit more mobility here versus the Soviets. Double conscripts for Ghost. No sign of special rifle commands here for just a lot of conscripts. There was a brief time of penal trooper builds were common again versus the Oberkommandwest, but that seems to have slightly retreated once more. Kubang rushing ahead, it backed up at the Sturmpionier, forming up a fairly aggressive spearhead here for Iroha that could put a lot of pressure on the eastern fuel point, and the west of the Fultons moving up on their little lonely path. And they're going near to caught with the Kubelwagen. MD-34 firing shots into the backs of the Sturmpionier, charging in here. Iroha's got his eye on the ball, and the ball is made of fuel. Go, got the fuel point, and then afterwards connect the victory point and sort of get everything else going. But focus on the fuel point, I think, is a smart idea there by Iroha. Thumbs up, me on the west there. Ghost is pushing most of his forces up there. Numerous sandbag positions, preparing ahead of time, though obviously not helping so much here in the east. Second conscript, or third conscript around, we got another new squad there for Ghost, so probably going to be seeing some sort of guardsman here to back things up. In fact, he's got all 3 doctrines featuring guards, rifle, infantry, so it's just a question of what flavour does he want to go along with those guards, rifle, infantry. Tank and heavy mortar flare, heavy artillery flavour, heavier tanks and air support plus artillery flavour. You know, there's some flavours there going on for him. Can I get nacho flavoured guardsman? Yep, comrade. Nacho is an invention of the capitalist bourgeoisie. Oh, peace yet. And those folks that come to them moving from another side as well, they catch the country in a bad spot. We got a third full squad on the way there for Iroha. So at this point, Grand Offensive seems likely, meaning either Overwatch or Elite Armored. Got the point there. It's a pump company out for Ghost. Probably expecting a Maxim and a field gun. We actually got guard mode here with the T-35, heavy mortars, guard rifle infantry, vehicle crew repair training, and marked vehicle. Guard motor pretty much is being one of the most universal, so doctrine is pretty much in usage since the start, though at the start of the game the T-35 ability was a bit more powerful, and you actually got, it was a calling ability. We've got 2 T-35s. That was a bit too good, as it turned out. But yeah, otherwise it's just been an incredibly just consistent use Soviet doctrine throughout the history of Camp Heroes 2. Sturmpionier up to assist. We got heavy firing around the center between Ghost and Iroha. He's being slowly focused down here, focusing up. They get a bit bled out, they'll probably need to retreat them soon, but at the same time, they are drawing away far away from the other forces, but you can only keep using them as bait for so long here before you actually lose them, at which point they sort of just, he ends up having a big loss. But now, with one unit there around, he can sort of begin to focus down the others. Sturmpionier doing plenty of work there, the heavy cover, definitely providing them with a lot of durability, and they're also drawing the far line here. Iroha had more aggressive with the other full grenades, plus the Kubang is also drawing a bit here. We got Veterans 1 gain there. Sturmpionier 2 kills. Close veteran. Full support there. Could I think move up a bit further here to the west, actually flank the conscripts properly there. Pushing up here again. Using the full squads this time around to draw away the attention from the Sturmpionier, allowing them to close in. Kubang there. 2 kills, veteran 1, and there you go. Through brutal combat, maneuvering, and tactics plus sacrifice, Iroha pulls through here, securing the center of the map here against Ghost. Caused the Ghost quite a few infantrymen, and not really inflicted that many losses in return. Plus, a lot of the damage used on the Kubelwagen can be swiftly fixed. Back at base, battle headquarters going out for Iroha and the German army. As for Ghost Space, we do have medics up there already. We'll probably be seeing some tech in the nearer future. Heinz though catches on fire as he comes into contact with a flamethrower. He needs to quickly focus down here and again priorities there by Iroha. Full squad there, definitely at the end of their tether. As Ghost lines up for another assault. That's it. This time around, he's wisely dispatching some forces to sneak up and begin harassing the fuel point in the east. They're trying to, force Iroha away from the center. And in the far west, though, we can see that Iroha's doing the same to Ghost fuel point there. So they sort of, to the degree, had the same idea. Battlehead calls up there for Iroha. The comfortable hard-quartier scrum continues here, though definitely fade for Iroha due to the heavy cover there, and no heavy cover here for Ghost infantry. On the other hand, some of the troops don't compete that, but Iroha has the Kubelwagen. Ghost has got nothing. Kubelwagen, that is. Flak half track on the way there. It's a series of fairly favored engagement there for Iroha. So even though it's retreating, I think he's just been able to fight this battle so efficiently there. It's, not too bad. There you go. Kubelwagen rushing east was there. Iroha, of course, wisely deciding that actually holding the fuel point is a lot more important than holding the center victory point. Flat half track there, halfway done. As for Ghost, nothing further on the base there. Close to being calling the guardsman, though he probably wants a field gun up first, to be honest, and probably should be expecting a flat half track soon enough, the 251-17. We know by the way, two models of this. There was also the Model D, which had a slightly little different, shall we say, setup with a flat gun, with more of a turret behind it, and there's no sides falling down, I believe. And then later there'd be the 251-, I think it was 23 or 21, where they actually replaced the 2cm gun with a flak drilling mount, which could obviously lay down a lot more firepower. So that's basically triple machine guns of the heavier kind. Guardsman out there for Ghost, no field gun, but adding some DP light machine guns there. Thumbs up to Ghost. Full to the right on the west. Needs start here, Kubelwagen providing support, in this case using the detection ability. And there you go, flak half-tech strikes. Petrov there ripped apart in a torrent of flak, finally hurting up an MB-34, not just relying on the flak half-tech, the suppressive firepower. A fairly common move, actually. Straight to mine here. 3 kills in the Kubelwagen. Field gun on the way as well here for Ghost in response to the flak half-tech. Got Sturmfly spot in the center, trying to wire off here Soviet sandbags, and the flak half-tech is also running. He's pushing west with the fuel point there. Got some guardsmen there finally upgraded. Pull it back from the fuel point here. Definitely giving Iroha more time with all that precious, wonderful fuel. Troops are retreating. Troops here enforcing healing. No sign of tech yet for Ghost. Obviously, at the same time, under so much pressure, it's a bit tough for him to do so. Guardsmen doing the Fulks, they go pushing them back. The DP light machines providing the guardsmen with quite a bit of firepower there. And the far west engineers have successfully baited away troops there from the front line. Plus, might be able to run the point neutral. But no, the Kubelwagen charges in there. Iroha's having none of that, but still managed to get it. The Kubelwagen did quite stop up there where Iroha intended, and used to cook and wiped out the flak half-tech, which would be pretty good for Iroha. And the West T Guardsmen actually retreating. That must have been a misclick there. I don't know why we retreat there. Then again, maybe the MG-34 there is a hint as to why, actually. Oh, that provides you more for firepower. And there we go, we got Overwatch for Iroha with the Jaegers. Early warning system for the fatherland. Leichte Feldhaubitze 18. And the sector assault ability. Flanking aiming for very good. Field bombarding, there we go. Until a shot that hits the wooden fence, which remains surprisingly intact despite being impacted directly by a high explosive shell. It's some really solid wood. Actually, it's just rock painted over to make it look like wood. We couldn't afford wood. At least not the nice wood. Flak half-tech falling back there. There we go, good hit from the field gun there. Punch it straight through there. Grab these some fuel point back. Jaegers charging forward, got the G-field for the upgrade on the wind. Units moving to counter that. Constant with their need to retreat before the Jaegers actually get the upgrade. Oh, when the position there, go flak after the rescue, though it is arguably a bit unhealthy. Iroha slightly pushing his luck with that one, to be honest, but still, Ghost is overall in the offensive here, pushing across all 3 victory points, plus the eastern fuel point here. Very good. That's it. No tech yet for Ghost. No tech yet. Could it be that Ghost is actually planning to go for the T-35 here and push for some relatively faster medium armor here versus his fascist opponent, and you've had direct hit. Everyone somehow survives the encounter, particularly the gunner surprisingly survives this encounter with a high explosive shell head on. I'm sure the gunner's pretty surprised too. He's like, my god, I thought I was dead! Aha! I'm alive, so I think I might have gone deaf. Guards moving about, they're conquering about as well. And there you go, Tanku taking up there for Ghost and the Red Army. Film bombarding. Grenade off, Guards from there with 6 kills. Field continue to bombard here, cutting off the fuel point again. Iroha doing a very good job consistently denying Ghosts his fuel and resources. He's overall very efficient and good play there. Back here we got the tank gun almost done there for Ghost. And you need his hard to work setting that fast. He does he go for the T7H6 or will he actually try and push for the mechanized armor company here now? The timing though kind of almost make you think he wants, but at the same time the T70 could still, you know, work out fairly well. So it's a bit tough there. We'll have to see what Ghost is planning here. I think both paths are arguably correct for Ghost, as long as he actually makes the decision fairly smartly. And there he goes swiftly. He does go for the T70 at the 11-minute mark. It is a bit risky though. Versus the Oberkummers, it is a little less risky since again they do tend to take up a bit slower. Had this been the Wehrmacht, an 11-minute T70 would definitely be a bit fairly risky. As I said, he needs to get to control the fuel points fairly soon, which is again his probably what. No, he cancels it. He's going for the mechanized armor company, so I think he had a change of heart there again, thinking, you know, he wants those medium tanks out. May just try and rush out the T-3476, which is probably pretty good too. Not probably, it is pretty good too. Kuhwagen there shattered. And there you go, got the RGD-33 fragment taking off from the Jaegers, causing quite a bit of harm alongside the flamethrowers. The RGD-33 was replaced by the RD-42 eventually, as it was easier to produce and also had more explosives. So it's just, you know, cheaper and better. Pushing east, we got Volkswagen to assist the Sturmpionier defend the eastern fuel point from the Marxist Advance. MD-54 being hauled in as well to assist here. Mines in the west, not bad here. Mechanized armor company done. Meanwhile, Iroha has yet to take up. This is definitely where Ghost could swing the game much more in his favor right now versus the Germans. If he can get out the T-3476 faster. He could of course go for the T-35, but the 76 just offers more speed and just raw firepower, so again, fairly cost-efficient price. Finally though, Iroha is taking up their thumbs up. The Schwere Wehrmacht has been summoned to the front line. Maximum halfway done there for Ghost. Should eventually consider heavy mortar versus Iroha. He's creeping about. Sandbags there, very good. Thumbs up. Flak half-track prodding covering fire. Schwere Wehrmacht on the way here. Down to the Volksgrenadiers. He's quality, but the flak half-track suppressed. We got Unit 3 immediately dead. Next with the Volksgrenadiers. Field going up. Mine spotted and destroyed. That's pretty awkward there for Ghost. And there you go, Volksgrenadiers being wiped out. Interesting enough, the guard did not stop to activate the DP missions. I think missed the opportunity to get a wipe on them, but obviously he's also concerned about the Jaegers nearby. Hitting the fuel point there, good disruptive play by Ghost. This might actually just open up just sufficient gap here to push for these on the fuel point, except there's an MD-34 on it. Ghost still, but is fairly close to the T-3476. 3 Panther calls going up. He still needs to authorize it, so the Panther 4 will still be some time away here. But he still really should get his hands on the fuel there. Constantly out to flank the MD-34, I think. Guards in flank position C against the Volksgrenadiers. And Maxim joining in as well there. There we go. Troops suppressed and pinned down. Cannonball will upgrade them with the mobilized reserves ability. Though so far, we only got one squad upgrade with that. And there you go, pushed away the German machine gun. West side that's been lost here. We got 449 versus 376. Closing on that T-3476. Schwer Panther quarters being authorized here for Iroha. Bit of quiet here, and there you go. Flak half-tech once moving up. A direct hit from the field gun threatens here. Iroha's mechanized premise against the Soviets. And there you go, Maxim. Nearly got the Sturm Pioneers, but wasn't quite set up well for that, I think. And the West, bigger push here to flank around the Volks. We got the flak half-tank, and there you go, constantly being mauled. But there you go. Such a close call there. That was absurdly lucky there for Iroha. The field gun did not destroy them. Honestly, he shouldn't have done that. I think it was honestly a bad call, but he just didn't get punished. But it was a bad idea. That's like covering yourself in bacon grease and running into the Canadian forests and not getting mauled by a bear. It's like, you got lucky, man. Max and they're getting flanked. Grenade off. Going for this on a fuel point. Now soon Ghost might probably pull it there. He can go for the T-3476, but it does look Ghost here is probably figuring he wants the T-35 since he's likely to get by the Panther 4 model yet anytime soon. So having the T-35 ready for that is a good idea, though. You could then maybe consider the Guard Squad or Heavy Mortar meanwhile to just add some more firepower versus Iroha. I don't think there's a reason to float that much manpower while waiting for the T-35, personally at least. Holding up here while defending there. There's a lot of maneuvering here and a lot of thoughts. There we go. Flag half track. Still added without any significant repairs. Feels like Iroha is really tempting luck there. Engineers almost got the fuel pump, but they've had to retreat in the face of the flag half track. Turning around to the country by the western point. The Kedma joining in to flash them out of cover. Machine gun, meanwhile, acting is in a way to just prevent anyone from interfering. Maximum with the MD-34. Guards going for the flank here. T-35 is very close. He's still floating a lot of manpower. Heavy mortar would have been great here for Ghost, honestly. And there you go. Incendiary piercing rounds. Thumbs up. Meanwhile, Iroha with the Panther 4 model Gates bringing in some Panzerwaffe. Comes with being burned out and forced away. T-35 meanwhile on the way here for Ghost and the Red Army. And the MD-34 easily being the maximum. Heavy cover plus the incendiary piercing rounds very much pushes this fight in favour of Iroha. But there you go. Guards from the flanking 5 positions. Flanking the MD-34, making short work of the crew and forcing Iroha to retreat. They got the full squad outside the building against the Guard Squad as well. They are not in a great spot. Well, the flag half track is definitely going to punish the Guards as those are really bunched up. There you go. RGD-33 fragmentation grenade, but the flag half there is going to turn to them again. Bunched up, they take a ton of damage because there's so much. They do have a bit of AoE damage, those flag half tracks. T-35 almost around the corner. Panther 4 arrives just before that for Iroha and the German army, but now, more or less same time, we got Ghost with the T-34-85. Intensifying here by the southern fuel point here. Heavy losses on both sides, and I think Ghost comes ahead a bit worse of that one in the west center. We got moving up there in the west side. Engineers routed. Tanks rolling ahead. There we go. Jaeger spotted here by the T-35. Heinrich there metal getting blown to bits by the T-35. Rest of the squad falls back. Panther 4 on the move here though. Around the center. We got 445, 3 and 12. Sturmpini taking a man loss here from the T-35. We got 2 kills on it so far. Like end with shoots, great hit there. More Storm Pioneers to perish in the face of the mighty T-35 in the center. Panther 4 mauling the Maxim. Still feel like Ghost could do with some more support weapons. Again, heavy mortars just be excellent versus the Kedmas and the machine gun and other stuff. Oh! This was a mistake here. He lost his Storm Pioneers with a Panzerschreck. That is huge here for Ghost. That is massive. Bigly. He's going to have gravity with his engineers since his conscripts are fully upgraded so they can't pick up weapons of the Guardsmen, and that only leaves the engineers to pick up the Panzerschreck. I don't actually know what the Serbs thought about the Panzerschreck. I do know they actually like the Panzerfaust because they captured millions of them doing Operation Backration, and they actually just used them. Primarily, I believe they used them as bunker busters, which is a bit interesting. The Panzerfaust was really good for clearing out those. So, little fun fact there. 5 kills from the T-35. Still, bit of a blow there. It forced them to go for another one. Of course, replace all the lost equipment. That slows down repairs of the Panther 4, giving Ghost meanwhile more time to pressure Iroha on the front line since he actually has plenty of engineers and can even self-repair. So, that really gives Ghost here much more momentum with his tanks versus Iroha right now, and that is actually pretty big. Oh, you're moving too fast there, Ghost. Ghost! Peace idiots. In the center, troops being suppressed west side, moving up there. We got 445 versus 274. Still, we've got plenty of manpower floating. I really feel like just another Guard Squad or Heavy Mortar would be a great investment here for Ghost. Yes, Iroha, maybe some Wolves of that, and we have seen what they can do in the right hands, courtesy of Kimbo. News with their Panzerschreck. Just being rolled out here. Gasping at ace low 20 kills. T-35 gaining veteran T1. The Guards are definitely going to be a great investment here for Ghost so far versus Iroha. Machine launching right out, like Kevin forced to retreat on the west side, more pressure there, and continues to bring forwards. Very good. Could consider some mines maybe down the road. Ghosts are still flooding a lot of manpower. Looks like he's going to try and take out that flak half-track. There you go, the Sturmpunier with the Panzerschreck. He's pushed back with the Panther 4. Eastern side comes to the flak half-track still hanging off the point. Iroha was pretty close to another Panther 4 here versus Ghost. Pretty close. But still, Iroha's just getting so much momentum again. Losing those Sturmpanier has really hurt Iroha. And again, the T-35 is also just pretty good. He dropped another Panzerschreck. At least he didn't lose the Sturmpaniers, but good lord. Iroha's luck with these Panzerschrecks is terrible. His 2 Panzerschrecks in a row dropped. My god, who did it send us? Gerling's nephews? Troops enforcing healing, of course need to pick up that Panzerschreck. Directing it on the Panther 4, they need to be careful. He can soon go for another Panther 4, though of course he could also be tempted to go for the Jagdpanzer here. That said, I think Iroha needs to consider some different combat tactics versus Ghost. And he also may want to consider using some for the fatherland help doing sub-defenses. Black Half still awake, well, cause eventually. Oh, he's going to lose that Panther 4 now. I think he needs some blitz, but even that might be too late. Really close call there again for Iroha. He really pushes his luck at times versus Ghost. Really pushes his luck. There he goes, setting up, fixing up the Panther 4. The retreat video has definitely gone from being, pretty good to pretty dire. Got the western point aiming seized, opening up for the western resources again, I imagine. Panther 4 being fixed up. Sturmpunier hard at work. Iroha definitely needs more armor out here versus Ghost. He could also be tempted to go for the Panther, I suppose. Meanwhile, Ghost is pretty close to the T-35. And some more elite medium armor. He actually goes for the CoH2 rocket launcher. Makes sense, but honestly I think he just bet off with another T-35 and then going for a heavy mortar instead. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for the heavy mortar, to be honest. It's just incredibly cost efficient for an artillery piece. Because only manpower. Needs to pick up that Panzerschreck though. Panther 4 almost heavily damaged again. I don't know why he keeps attacking head-on without any artillery support himself. Like, he should be flanking, he should be looking out maneuver, but I feel like Iroha here might be trying for some tunnel vision, which of course Ghost is now going to be exploiting very easily by just having all the guns pointing that direction. Like, Iroha needs to, switch more towards the sides and that looking to outmaneuver Ghost. But there you go. Got the BM-13 CoH2 rocket truck out for Ghost. Some serious artillery here that can really further punish Iroha if he keeps attacking head-on, or just keep standing about there in the center. Well, around the center. He doesn't stand the exact center of the map, he stands around it. T-35 pushing eastwards here, close to 19 kills already. I mean, the T-35 is also, as some might notice by now, pretty good versus infantry. So what will Iroha goes for? It's starting to look like he's actually planning a Panther to challenge the T-35 here under Ghost command. In this card, Ghost could theoretically then be punished. Theoretically be punished for going for CoH2 rather than more T-35 since at that point Iroha will then have more tanks than Ghost. Of course, it still requires to use them efficiently and not just drive them into the CIS-3 divisional field gun. If he insists on doing that, obviously, that's still going to be pretty easy for Ghost to deal with. Particularly since the Ace field gun is really good at dealing with German heavy armor due to a high rate of fire and high penetration. Plus, being at 6 man, it's difficult to clear out as well fast. But there you go, Panther on the way here for Iroha. T-35 actually 2 increasing its rate of fire. Panther 4 definite trouble. It does gain actually 2. We even got Mark vehicle here. Situation for Iroha south. We got MD for the firing way. They could have popped into the arm rounds. You could also consider maybe air support, but I think he should wait for that until he's got more armor ready to then make the push. CoH2 further drying back Iroha here. As Ghost just keeps pressuring up his opponent. Find some movement in the west here from Iroha. Thumbs up. Panther almost done. Ghost still floating along amp on the aircraft shot down out of the sky with a flak gun there on the Schwer Panzer quarters. Picks up that Panzerkampfwagen 4. Panther almost done. Fun fact, the Soviets actually captured and operated a few Panthers during the war. I believe they would use them in their Spetsnaz units. Something similar there. Little fun fact there. So there you go. Panther Iroha, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Cartman round it, comfortably with the flat half track. Panther running forwards. Panther going straight for the T-45. Shot fired. Flanky on the Maxim. Very good, very good. Jaegers between the engineers. Got close to 3 there. Panther needs some light repairs. T-5 tank to the Jaegers. And the same got contemplated by the Fultz pushing forwards here. Brandhand Granada could be unleashed against the Socialist defenders. Knee side, T-5 falling back. Panther so forming up. Flank up and use. They should fire. Hits a mine. Quite brutal there. Careful for Panther and T-5. This is turning pretty ugly for Ghosty. If you're could exploit this with some air support there. Panther pushing forwards. Driving in there. Air support called in. Nope. Got marked target in the Panther plus. Oh, he's calling in the air support now. Panther will give you that field gun fast. He's trying to take out the Katyusha. The Panther taking a lot of damage. Can he take it out? No. Main gun destroyed. Got the field gun though, but the guards on the rear is not great. The infantry support for the attack is also very much missing in action. This is pretty huge. Using the flak after. Of course, can't move in there. So this is a pretty bad spot here to actually be in for Iroha's Panthers. Just not really doing anything. It took a ton of damage. Then got further damage and knocked out. Now it's lost it. He got the Katyusha sort of, but that was with the air support and not so much the actual Panther. He kind of got the center, but then the question is, did he really need to like attack head on again without any artillery support? Like, I like to kind of think with this mate, there's a lot, you know, more painless for Iroha. Like, since Ghost was basically just bunching up everything there, and Smokes from there have been pretty solid. Flak half track down as well, hit a mine there. She was trying to converge there to repair it. Another blow there for Iroha, down to just the Panther 4 model Yay here versus Ghost. Bet you think you feel being assault and defense well. Got the Panther 4 now basically left to hold the entire front line together now for Iroha. A fairly tall order at the moment. He's also managed to run over the field guns. I guess there's that, but he needs to then destroy the Kednmer or grab it himself. Otherwise, Ghost is going to grab it and he's going to then have a 6-man like Kednmer, which is going to be pretty bad news for Iroha. Will he grab it, or will he destroy it, or will he salvage it? Which is kind of the same. But something tells him going to grab it to turn against the T-45. There we go. Panther 4 down to less than half health there. Close to 53 though. Now they're going to hit it for the 55. Got 344 to 257. East side we got these human punish for the conscripts. Back here, repairs going for the T-45. Got 22 kills. Very close to the ace on that one. Western Fuel then seized once more by Ghost Brave Frontovics. Troops enforcing healing. Panther 4 dying repairs. And Iroha's and Dust die and need more tanks. Ghost could also benefit from more tanks to the road, and I still feel like a heavy mortar would be a great investment, honestly. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't gone for it. The exit dealing with the conscripts. Orbital in here, find a way for Iroha. Thumbs up to that, I suppose. They'll credit those out soon, I think, to support, you know, the attack here. I think they've done a lot more good for Iroha. But well, now they could use it for Ghost, I guess. Feel like some more tanks want to benefit it, but you know, it is a near ace T for the 5, so it's obviously not bad. He also got these 5 to back it up. Field gun there bombarding the Max machine gun. Kinda got a kill there, but not enough. Powering through here, has increased the porous front line here. Tifa very close to the east level there, on the west side, punch kill up with the conscripts. Issued farming forward to Tifa finally repairs. Katyusha almost done. He's taking to the Max machine gun crew there. manically firing into like anything remotely socialist right in front of their eyes. Picks up the T-35 there. Max continues to just blast away there. Another hit from the field gun, this time forcing Ghost to pull back the Max before it gets wiped out. Close call there. Good lord, that was really close. Kind of hit there on the T-35 punching through the frontal armor. Ghost gets used to those ready, and there you go, firing straight here. I figured he would have support positions. First rocket there gets a kill on the enemy full gunner. Panther was fixed up. Almost got the machine gun there and the cannon at the same time. Oh, got the machine gun crew. Ace machine crew actually annihilated. That's a huge blow here to Iroha. Really, for that few options to deal with the infantry. And that is a big win there for Ghost. There's still the Panther 4 though, Veteran 3, but without the machine gun, there's just less things to deal with for Ghost, really. Need to fix up this T-35 swiftly, using the self-repair and the immunity. I think it speed that up pretty rapidly. Shot fired, didn't quite hit the Panther 4 there. Katyusha waiting repair, loading. Great to do by the field gun straight for the issue-5's frontal armor. Constantly forwards it backed up with the Ace Guardsman. 28 kills. Worth knowing using the Merch ability to keep costs down, but also speed up reinforcement process. So, thumbs up there to Ghost. Merch is a fairly overlooked ability, to be honest. Constantly being hammered out. Jaegers are being bombarded out in the open. 31 kills. Again, the Ace Guardsman there with the DP light machine gun is just capable of incredible amounts of firepower very fast here. 32 kills. Fine positions there, further making them lethal infantry. Got the T-35 coming up there, could flank in, and we got Mark targeting the Panther 4. Good hit from the T-35, gaining the Ace level hero of the Soviet Union stuff here. Sturm Pioneer squad close being wiped out. This time they didn't drop the Panzerschreck. Good work there, Dieter. Grab some fuel pond here. We got the shielding back, ready to now fire again. T-35 Ace heading eastwards, ground the center point there. We got 332 versus 239. Ghost is not fired for another T-35s for Iroha. Is he planning another Panther 4 or will he try for another Panther here? Those are the big questions. And of course the Panther 4 is in need of repairs. It's close to fetching 4 though, which is pretty good. We can shoot down the aircraft. It could possibly gain veteran 4 from that, since actually shooting down aircraft does provide a bit of experience to the units that does so. Fun fact. It's a relatively small chance for the Panther 4 to do with this machine gun. Another T-34, this time the 760 for Ghost and the Red Army. Considering down mines there, but perhaps got a bit cautious. T-35 setting out much more for Ghost. Oh, he's laying down the mines close to the victory point. Also fresh handback positions here from Ghost. Guard squad there, heavily made up for conscripts now, by the way. More sandbags. I mean, very well consistent sandbag here from Ghost, by the way. Thumbs up there. Got mines on the flanks as well. Very good there. Looking to make it harder there for Iroha to pull off a breakthrough push here against Ghost. Westfoot there. T-35 has been willing to slow down the assault here from Iroha. It's actually finally looks like not just charge head on into the center there. Took him long enough. West side here, folks backing off, gets constantly heavy cover. We got 313 versus 237. T-34 from 6 hauling to the front line. Got the units with the Panzerschreck here. Iroha's quickly lost momentum. He's lost initiative. And now it looks like Ghost going to go on the offensive against Iroha. Katyusha firing down as well. Yeah, this could be possibly the end here for Iroha, depending on this Katyusha barrage goes. Already heavy loss of the folks going to the curtain there. For almost got all of them. This is punishing for Iroha. And with this, Ghost, I think, is charging in there. Undercover the artillery barrage there. Infantry, armor, tank destroyers rushing in here like a gaping wound. Ghost just pours through there. As things are falling apart there for Iroha. Almost got the Ace Panther, or near Ace Panther 4 there. Units being wiped out. The Orbison doing what they can, but they just one Orbison squad that have arrived fairly late here. Panther 4 kaput, a stinging blow to Iroha, and with that tank exploding, I think also Iroha's chance of winning this similarly exploded. He's trying for another Panther, but now it's going to be significantly outnumbered. And we got more T-Fed against for Ghost. That's great for Ghost, but obviously just further problems for Iroha. And there goes Storm Pioneer Squad wiped out. This time at least they didn't drop the Panther Shrek. Orbison Squad about to go back to the T-3476 as well there. Really a lot of close calls here for Iroha, and many more that actually just, did get called, not in his favour. T-34 being repaired, 27 kills, ace level, so yeah. Not looking great here for Iroha. Ghost very much looks like he's got control of the field now. And the Panther, I think, is just going to be way outgunned here. I mean, the Ace T-35 and the Veteran 2 almost H-85, I think, alone can just put a stop to it. To be honest, backed up with the conscripts. He did lose the Guardsman, by the way. It's not looking great. And just add in the more T-34s from 6s. The Panther is just... yeah, it's not looking great for it. It's not looking great. I think that Panther's just going to fall apart because... the Panther just doesn't have enough firepower to really make any meaningful difference at this point, and its armor is just not going to matter either. So the Panther's just too little too late. He should have probably pushed for more Panther 4s or Yak Panther instead. Meanwhile, Ghost is looking to line up something. They got the big push in the east, but at the same time his west flank is wide open, so theoretically Ghost can flank up behind Iroha's eastern push there. Mine's going off here, so he's actually trying to flank Ghost. Not bad either by Iroha, but again, these flanks come much too late, I feel like. And yeah, more mines going off here. Basically using his troops as minesweepers because he lost his minesweepers. Ace T-Field engaged by the Panther, filling out as well. So at least there's some improvement there tactically from Iroha, but he's just, I feel like, too little too late now. Had he done this much sooner, I think Iroha would have been a much better position versus Ghost compared to now. It's just it's only happening when he's already in a really bad place. It could still work, but I know it would have worked better had he had more forces in a better condition. So by now things are falling apart. The Panther is just, as you might notice again, just not doing a lot of damage, and his armor just isn't mattering enough in the face of just all of these guns. Sure, it might bounce a shot or two, but there's just going to be so many more shots to just go through the armor anyways, and then toss in marked vehicle, and enemy's advantages doesn't matter because it can't project enough firepower. So there you go, GG, game over. A loss here for Iroha, victory for Ghost, a brutal armored engagement here on Amilly Fields. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something from it, hope it gives you different matches. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow again for our next episode. Bye.